That's according to Greenhouse. I definitely feel it, and I felt it while I was over there too. Greenhouse won the tip-off, and despite being on the away team, was cheered when she hit a 17-foot jumper as she helped her side to an early 7-0 lead. Greenhouse went ahead to score 18 points and register 6 rebounds, but Phoenix Mercury were beaten 94 to 71 points by Los Angeles Sparks in their season opener. That's talking about Women National Basketball Association, WNBA.
Yeah, I think it's very good when you see someone coming back from a big setback in the game of sports. But yesterday, we saw how the fans encouraged even with what she has passed through over the year. But then I think it's just a massive one for her coming back and, of course, performing well in that game. So definitely I think she's welcome back also.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I want us to also take a look at what's happening now as far as the National Basketball Association is concerned. Yeah. But let's leave that. I guess we should leave that now. Let's first of all take a look at tennis this afternoon before we talk about some other stories. Okay, we'll be better so that we take basketball all through. Let me confirm that Jimmy Butler scored 27 points for Miami Heat as they beat Boston Celtics 111 to 105 points to take a 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Final Series. The Heat trailed by 11 points early in the fourth quarter before a 20-9 run helped them to turn the game around. Butler scored 9 points in the final quarter in which, with his side 96 to 89 points behind, he clashed with Boston's Grant Williams in that one. Butler also registered 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals, while Martin scored 25 points. Boston Celtics star Justin Tanton produced 34 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists, but did not score a field goal in the fourth quarter for the second game in a row, meaning that he had a good performance in the first 3 quarters, but the last quarter wasn't his own. His final 5 quarter points came from free throw as Boston were beaten at home for a second time by the Miami Heat. The next 2 games of the best-of-7 series will take place in Miami with 3 games on Sunday, game 3 rather on Sunday, and of course on Tuesday, that's going to be game 4, all at the home ground of Miami. So Boston have taken a 2-0 lead and they won all the 2 games right at their backyard. Should they win the 2 away from home, then they are going to become the Eastern Conference champion and also make it through to play the NBA Finals.
To me, I think it's a bad one for Boston Celtics because, I mean, losing first 2 games in this series definitely is going to be very difficult for them to come back to this game. Although it's still possible, but then I think Miami Heat has been controlling the game from the first and second game. Definitely they are in control of this series, which I believe that the next game they'll be playing at home, which they will have massive dominance in that game. For the likes of Tatum,
for basketball, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. But then once you have these 2 lead margin, I think is a boost to any team that is, leading ahead in the game of basketball, particularly in this series. The likes of Tatum, scoring 34 points was a massive one for him also, but then his team lost that game. So I think there's still much to play for at the end of the day. Like you said, in the game of basketball, anything can still definitely happen because we still have several matches to decide this series.
Certainly, if you get to the wire, then we have 5 games left.
Yeah.
5 games more to play. So it's still an open game affair for these 2 teams.
It's still an open contest, so to say, because we still have much a game to come. Definitely, probably in the 3rd game, if we can see a win for Celtic, definitely we still have a whole lot to see in this series.
Okay, let's move on. Let's talk tennis this time around. 2-time Grand Slam champion Simona Halep has in charge with a second doping offense over irregularities in her athlete's biological passport. The Romanian 31 has been suspended since October after testing positive for a banned substance at the US Open. Her additional charge is separate to the one she is already suspended for. Alep said on Instagram she feels helpless facing such an harassment and denies the charges, suggesting she has been a victim of contamination. The athlete's biological passport program collects and compares biological data to Alep said, "I've lived in the worst nightmare I have ever gone through in my life. Not only has my name been soiled in the worst possible way, but I'm facing a constant determination from ITIA for a reason that I cannot understand. To prove my guilt, why I haven't ever thought of taking an illicit substance." Alep added that she hopes to have a chance to prove her innocence at a hearing scheduled for the end of May. The ITIA said it was continuing discussions with an independent tribunal team and with Alep's representative to get the matter resolved as quickly as possible and, of course, efficiently as possible, although did not indicate how long that would take. Nicole Sapstead, the ITIA senior director for anti-doping, said, "We understand that today's announcement add complexity to an already high-profile situation." In April, Alep spoke for the first time since her suspension, saying she was frustrated with the time it was taking for the case to be resolved. But the ITIA said the process is ongoing. One thing is to get suspended, another thing is for the process of your hearing to drag on and on and this afternoon.
Honestly, I think I'm having a mixed feelings when it comes to this similar Alep issue. You know, they have been dragging this issue like she said. I think I'm having this mixed feeling probably because I felt she's just innocent of all these charges anyway until she's proven not guilty anyway. But then I think I believe she's just innocent even with the way the investigation has been going on and on. I think there has been a massive delay, I mean, in all this process, which is giving me the second thought. Probably, I don't know why they are doing this to her, but then I will wait and see what will happen at the end of the day.
Okay, talking about what will happen, what we know is happening is that at the moment is that we have the finalist for the Italian Open final. And she is Ukraine's final at the Italian Open in Rome. The 26-year-old beat Russia's 11th seed Veronika Kudermetova 7-5, 5-7, 6-2 amid rain delays. Kazakhstan's Rabikina then defeated Latvian Jelena Ostapenko 6-2, 6-4. She became only the third player in the Open era to reach the final of the Australian Open, Indian Wells, Miami, and Rome in the same season. Monica Seles, remember her, achieved the feat in 1991 before Maria Sharapova, another Russian, followed suit in 2012. Victory in today's final will give Rabikina a top 4 seeding at the French Open, which starts at Roland Garros on 28th of May. Against Ostapenko, the 7th seed started quickly racing into a 4-1 lead before eventually taking the first set on a 4th set point. The table turned at the start of the second set, with Ostapenko taking a 4-1 lead before multiple rain delays interrupted her flow, allowing Rabikina to win 5 successive games to wrap up the match. Earlier, Kalilina, seeded number 30, had served for the match at 5-3 in the second set, but Kudermetova won 16 points in a row to force a deciding set. Kalilina, who is ranked 47 in the world and has never won a WTA Tour title, had beaten Beatrice Haddad in a grueling battle lasting 3 hours and 41 minutes to reach only her second semi-final. The Ukrainian raced a 4-0 lead in the third set to secure the win against Kudermetova, who missed out on the Madrid Open final to world number 1, Iga Swiatek. Kalilina dedicated her victory to the people of Ukraine, stating, a bomb had recently exploded near a tennis academy that her parents actually run. She did not shake hands with Kudermetova at the Ukraine. Swiatek was forced to retire from a quarter-final match against Rabikina in Rome on Wednesday after picking up a tie straight. Swiatek, world number 1, missed out. We now have a new name, Katalina, in the finals.
Yeah, definitely the final is going to be a very big final because we have a new name, like you said. But then Ribakina is not a new name to us when it comes to the final of a tennis competition. Definitely, she's going to bring our own onions to the final, and I'm looking forward to see what she will do, because I know Ribakina is one of the best players I've ever seen playing the game of tennis in recent year. I saw her playing against Ostapenko in recent year, playing some big games, even against Jabon in recent year. So I believe playing in the final, I think she has the confidence to approach the final. Definitely, a win for her in Rome would be a massive boost for her going to the French Open that is coming up.
And talking about French Open, if she gets to win, then she's going to be in the top 4.
Yeah, definitely she'll be in the top 4 seeded player right there at the French Open. A good one for her, massive boost for her. Definitely she'll be going to that French Open with so much confidence going to that tournament.
Okay, just to confirm to you that Young Africans of Tanzania, the team that defeated and knocked out Rivers United, have reached the final of the CAF Confederation Cup. They will face USM Orjas in the CAF Confederation Cup final. We'll still talk about that on the program this afternoon, but we've got to take a look at some other stories on the program. Okay, let's talk tennis. This time around, I'm talking about table tennis. And Effiong Edem becomes first Nigeria to win European Cup Women's Table Tennis title. The 36-year-old Nigerian second-ranked table tennis star has made history as the first Nigerian to win the European Women's Table Tennis title. Remarkably, it was also the first European title for ASD Quattro Moricagliari Club. That's our Italian club. The elated Effiong, who currently ranked 142nd in the world, helped our Italian Quattro Moricagliari record the most famous victory over Hungarian's SHITB Budapest Sports Club in the final over 2 legs in Budapest. According to reports, the Italian team emerged victorious in both legs with a 3-2 win in the first match and a 3-0 win in the second match. The history maker recovered from an opening set defeat to beat Maria Fazesak's 3-1, 5-1, 10-12, 7-11, 7-11 in the second leg after she had trashed the Hungarian 3-0, 6-3, 6-11, 6-11, 8-11 in the first leg. Effiong said, "I'm so happy we won the European Cup Women's Table Tennis title. I'm proud of everyone and I'm so overwhelmed. We approach every match with the same level of focus and intensity, and we did it in the first leg, but this time we were even better." Okay, we'll take a short commercial break on the program, Ayo. When we come back, we're going to talk about Effiong, talking about Edem Effiong of Nigeria winning in Italy. Enjoy the break. We'll be back on Sports Arena right here on 103.5 FM.
On 103.5 FM. Brethren, it is another time for us to embark on another special pilgrimage to Jerusalem, which shall be led by Prophet Sam Oluwalo Babadamimogo of Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, alongside Prophet Dr. Bisi Alawiyaluko, Mama Shindara, coming up between Monday 12th and Monday 19th June 2023. During this special pilgrimage, another torrential rain of wonders shall fall on all and sundry. That is why you are enjoined not to be left out of the special pilgrimage, when we shall be visiting memorable places mentioned in the Bible, like the city of Nazareth, Mount Capernaum, River Jordan, and many others too numerous to mention. Interested members of the public are therefore enjoined to visit your Fit Fly office at the Success House, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan,
or call 0814-053-9488.
It is a special pilgrimage to Jerusalem with Prophet Sam Oluwalo and Mama Shindara. Ensure to be a part, and you will never remain the same again, in Jesus' name. On 103.5 FM.
So, still Sports Arena on 103.5 FM. and good to know you are still there, listening to us on your number one radio there, and of course, number one sports program. Okay, AY, Nigerian star, Edem Offiong winning in Italy.
To me, I think it's not surprising because I know what she can do when it comes to tennis. So winning in Italy is just a boost for her also because of what she has done, be able to do in the past. I remember I'm winning gold medal in 2007 in Algiers, which was a brilliant performance from her. So definitely winning that game in Italy was just what we are used to when it comes to Edem because she's a good player on the ball. You know, she has this brilliant service, and when she approached the game, I saw the quality she was bringing to the game. I think I enjoy every bit of that game. So to say, she's one of the best players that is representing Nigeria in the continent right now.
Okay, moving on this afternoon. I want us to take one or two stories before we... Okay, let's move straight to football this afternoon. Burkina Faso have won the bronze medal at the ongoing CAF Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. That's the same team that knocked out Nigeria and qualified for the World Cup. But the center attraction will be the final match between two best sides on the continent of Africa. That's Morocco up against Senegal. Both of them have been so fantastic in this tournament so far, and they come face to face this time around.
I think it's a good one for Burkina Faso. I think I saw the third place game for them, and I believe this team is one of the great teams in this tournament. But then people are not even looking towards what Burkina Faso has been playing from the day one of this competition. They have good players, the way they control their game, they have solidity in the defense line also. So winning the bronze medal, I think is a well-deserving one for them, although they lost at the semi-final game against the champions of the tournament, which is Senegal, because Senegal eventually defeats Morocco in the final. So
I mean to say that they are the new champions, and they have won virtually all age grade competitions, including the senior African Cup of Nations.
Team. So I believe Burkina Faso losing to the eventual champions of this tournament, I think is a great one for them. So going to the World Cup, I think is a massive boost for them also. And for Senegal in the final against Morocco, interesting one. They came back after conceding first in the first half. So it shows there's something going on in this Senegalese team. Like you said, they have won almost all the competitions.
Not almost, all except the women football.
Except the female category. They have been doing well when it comes to their national team. And I believe this will extend to their club football in the country also, because I think they are getting some things right in that nation. They won the under-17, they won the under-20, they won the CHAN tournament also, they won the beach soccer, and the AFCON in general. So I think they are in control of men's football in Africa as we speak.
Okay, the FIFA Under-20 Men's World Cup will get underway today in Argentina. Nigeria is among the countries that will be taking part. We've been drawn in what you guys keep calling group of death. But as far as I'm concerned, all the groups are group of death. Well, Dominican Republic is our first opponent tomorrow, and we have Italy and Brazil in that order for the subsequent matches. Yeah,
I think we are looking forward to see what Lambozo will be bringing to the table. I was following some news right there from the camp of the under-20, and I was told that one of the players, the star player, so to say, from Dominican Republic has been ruled out of this tournament, which I believe probably they are going to struggle against the Flying Eagles of Nigeria.
May you not play your game, they talk of injury.
Apart from injury, but we still have a quality in that Nigerian side. The likes of Daniel Daga coming back to the team after being injured in the AFCON tournament. We still have the captain also, Daniel also Bamayi, which is a very solid defender in that team. Agbalaka also a brilliant left back, which we are comparing him to the upcoming Tai also. So I believe we still have that massive team when it comes to this team. So moving forward against Dominican Republic tomorrow, I think it should be a win-win for the Flying Eagles.
Okay, talking about the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, as it kicks off today, the news coming from the camp of African champions, the Junior Teranga Lions of Senegal, is that they've been hit with injuries. The Senegalese, remember, qualified for the World Cup. We've just talked about it now that the African champions, as far as under 20 is concerned, their first choice goalkeeper, Landing Badi, has been ruled out of the competition after sustaining a thigh injury. He was judged as the best goalkeeper of AFCON under 20, 7 caps with under 20, and 2 selections for the Chan team. The current players of Aris de Maso, Cyprus is a big loss for the Senegalese under 20 group. Badji did not concede a single goal in 6 games during the AFCON of the category. Senegal will face Israel in their opening group game. I don't know.
To me, I think it's a big blow to Senegal losing their first choice goalkeeper. Apart from bringing the first choice, we saw what he did at the AFCON. Brilliant save, is a source of inspiration to the back line. The way he coordinated those, back four guys. I think he has the experience, even though he's still under 20, but I still see some experience that is dashing out in that competition. Definitely, they are going to miss one of their team leader, so to say, in that Senegal team. So I think, but wait and see what will happen against Israel. We've not seen much from Israeli side also, so we don't know what they are bringing to the table. We don't know what they are bringing to the party. So let's wait and see and enjoy the first game. Then we will now know how to approach the second stages.
Incidentally or interestingly, tomorrow Israel will be playing, and their first game will be against Colombia. Israel under 20 up against Colombia tomorrow. Same time, Nigeria will be taking on Dominican Republic. But today we have 4 games going down. Guatemala up against New Zealand. Argentina, the host country, will take on Uzbekistan. And of course, United States of America under 20 will take on Ecuador. The last game for today will be Fiji up against Slovakia. Those are the games coming up today. And tomorrow, Nigeria up against Dominican Republic, Israel up against Colombia, Italy will take on Brazil, and Senegal will take on Japan in their first group game. On Monday, France take on South Korea, England take on Tunisia, Gambia will take on Honduras, and Uruguay will also take on Iraq same day. Okay, I think we should stop there with Monday, and because by Monday we should be able to wrap up the result of matches played, and as well as taking a look at other matches that will be played. But just let me go back to the story that interests you, which you are bragging about now, and that's the Dominican Republic, whose defender, Sebastian Manon, has been ruled out of the competition. He had just recovered from injury he suffered while they were in training camp in Spain, but he relapsed yesterday and he has been dropped from the team. Thomas Jagumba has been called up to take his place. Dominican Republic will face Nigeria tomorrow.
I've said it and I'll continue to say that it should be a win-win game for the Nigerian team, because I still believe we still have some a very difficult task ahead after this Dominican Republic. So a win for us will make us approach the other games, talking about Italy and Brazil, in a very suitable way. If we cannot secure our first 3 points against Dominican Republic, I bet you it will be difficult for us to get that maximum points against France or Brazil. So I think
against Italy and Brazil.
Against Italy and Brazil. So
don't hard France to our opponent.
But a win for us against Dominican Republic will set the pace of this team. It will give them some morale, and it will boost the confidence of this Nigerian side. So I still believe it's still a win-win for us tomorrow.
Okay, before we leave this Under-20 World Cup, I just want us to take a look at some interesting statistics and, of course, some stories behind some of these countries that actually qualify for the World Cup. First, let's take a look at the host country. That's Argentina. Argentina will be playing today. Argentina has a date against Uzbekistan today. And of course, they will also play Guatemala and New Zealand. Their coach is former under-20 star himself, who is no stranger to under-20 and in fact, age group competition. Javier Mascherano.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's not a stranger when it comes to this under 20 stages, because he's one of the products of this competition, and we know what he did right there at Liverpool and of course at Barcelona. And for even Argentina, I think he has some. I was following through the stories when he was developing this team. You know, he instilled some discipline to these guys, also training them together, how to even communicate in other languages apart from their country language. So
I just have to butt in now because we have to go on the commercial break on this program. But when we come back, we talk about Argentina and some other countries that have qualified for the World Cup. Remember, Maximo Perón is a player to watch out for in the Argentine team. We'll be back on Sports Arena. Don't go anywhere.
On 103.5 FM.
Brethren, it is another time for us to embark on another special pilgrimage to Jerusalem, which shall be led by Prophet Sam Olualo Baba Damimogo of Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, alongside Prophet Dr. Bisi Alawi Yaluko, Mama Shindara, coming up between Monday 12th and Monday 19th June 2023. During this special pilgrimage, another torrential rain of wonders shall fall on all and sundry. That is why you are enjoined not to be left out of the special pilgrimage, when we shall be visiting memorable places mentioned in the Bible, like the city of Nazareth, Mount Capernaum, River Jordan, and many others too numerous to mention. Interested members of the public are therefore enjoined to visit your Fit Fly office at the Success House, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan,
or call 0814-053-9488.
It is a special pilgrimage to Jerusalem with Prophet Sam Olualo and Mama Shindara. Ensure to be a part, and you will never remain the same again. In Jesus' name. Be you, be honorable. Listen to Honor FM 103.5 Ibadan. To be with honorable people, you must be honorable yourself. Log on to Honor FM 103.5 Ibadan.
Okay, it's good to know you are still there listening to Sports Arena on Honor 103.5 FM. I was talking about Maximo Perón, the star player to watch out for in the Argentine team.
Definitely is a very difficult player to, in the team. So coming to this World Cup, I think is one of the players we should look forward to see. And we should not forget that Argentina has a very a good history when it comes to this under 20. The last time they won it was 2007 against
this
Czech
guy.
Republic.
This guy has already been called into the national team, Argentine national team.
In fact, apart from him, I think they still have this Garnacho or this United player,
Alejandro Garnacho.
Although it was not called up for this tournament, so
is there.
Yeah, okay. So fine one. So
Nicolas Paz.
I think the way they are developing their football these days.
Garnacho, Paz, they were not part of the squad
due to injury and recovering from injury and all that. So I believe there's a way they are working towards this their undergrad team also in Argentina, which he has been working for them. They have great history. Like I said, I remember in 2005 they beat Nigeria in the final. The team that produced the likes of Messi, Di Maria, and the likes, and 2017 brought the likes of Aguero to the party also. So I believe when it comes to Argentina, they always come with quality when it comes to this under 20. So definitely I'm expecting to see much from these guys. Okay,
talking about much from these guys, let's take a look at Nigerian opponent as far as this World Cup is concerned. There's a need to also take a look at what they've got. I'm talking about Brazil. Yes, Brazil. Okay, Brazil, fantastic squad they've also got.
Yeah.
Michel, Kawa Santos. These are some of the guys. Pedroso, Renan. These are some of the guys. Douglas Mendes, Andre Dominique, and Andre Santos. There's another Andre Santos.
Yeah, Andre
and
Santos,
Marlon Gomez. all included in this squad.
Yeah, I think Santos is the captain of the side. I saw him when they were playing their regional football. He was scoring, from the group stage to the last game of the tournament. So, brilliant players for Brazil. Apart from Argentina, I think Brazil is one of the teams that is one of the most successful teams in this under 20 tournament. They've won it 5 times behind Argentina that have won it 6 times. So I believe they have history also. They won it the last time in 2011 where they defeat Portugal in that final. So I think coming to this party also, and they're in a group of our own Flying Eagles, which it will be interesting to see Brazil against Argentina. I think against Brazil, we have history when it comes. With Brazil when it comes to football. Definitely, maybe the history will play out in this tournament again.
Okay, if the history play out, then they have upper hand as far as history is concerned.
So let's wait and see.
Okay. And talking about Nigeria, maybe let's just run through some of the names of Nigerian players to actually expect. Because when the competition starts, at least you should be able to know 1 or 2 Nigerians there. Kingsley Anigbaso is a goalkeeper. He's the #1 choice. He's been called into the Super Eagles by Jose Parcero, though his squad member. John Utoblo is also another goalkeeper, as well as Nathan Nwosu. And the other time you mentioned Daniel Bameyi. Bameyi was also called up into the senior national team. Solomon Agbalaka, Abel Oguche, Austin Njoku, Istre Domingo, Benjamin Frederick is also in the school. Daniel Daga, that's a player. Tochukwu Nadi, Fago Lawal, Ehua Eletu. Eletu is one of the foreign-based players in the team, and we are hoping that he do well for Nigeria. Joshua John is a midfielder, same as Samson Lawal, Ibrahim Abdullahi. And for the guys you will be thinking should score for Nigeria, Ibrahim Mohammed, Ali Rusaki, Jude Sunday, Kehinde Ibrahim, and of course we have Ume Emmanuel. Ladan Boso is a manager.
Yeah. Ladan Bozo is a veteran when it comes to this age team also. But then I would like to speak on the quality of this Nigerian side because I saw them in the last AFCON, which they barely make 3-4 touches. Like we said in this program, they always start their process very slow, but in the second half, I think they will get some things right in the second half. So, but then this is a World Cup.
But my point is, if you start your games
very
slowly,
slow, yeah.
And you build up into the game, you may meet a very strong side that will wrap up the game in the first half.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And aside that, this has been noticed since they've been playing, even when they started with
Wafu B, yeah.
Wafu B.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Nothing has been done since then till now.
I think by now they should have improved from that kind of pattern in football. This is one of the biggest stage in football, which we have very dangerous opponents. A team like Brazil, they can wrap up the game in the first half, and you find it difficult to even come to the party again after they have defeated you in the first half. So I think they should have worked on that performance. Trust me, we have good players in that team. Eletu is one of the foreign-based players that is doing well for his club right there in Italy. Daniel Daga is very exposed and experienced player. He played for
one player
Jakada.
we miss is Orban.
Orban also.
Orban should have been in the squad. I
don't know. I think it was just a miscommunication between Orban and Nigerian and of course his club side. So I think that is why he's not making this team.
Okay, but we should expect him to make the national team in the nearest future.
Definitely. I think he's a brilliant player with good focus. So definitely, I will hope to see what he will bring to the Super Eagles.
Just like the 2005 squad. I remember in the African Youth Soccer Championship, Obina Sofo was the highest goal scorer.
Yeah, we
at the African Youth Soccer Championship.
Yeah,
but he didn't get to play at the World Cup. But eventually made it to the Super Eagles.
Yeah, definitely. We not see him in 2005, but then we saw what he did at the Super Eagle level because we saw some goals that he has. Score for the Super Eagles. So definitely, if Orban is not making this under 20, we still have other rooms. We still have a lot of competitions. Although we're not going to the Olympics then, but then we still have some other competition that will involve. Us bringing Orban because I believe he has the striker instinct. Scoring goals, scoring brilliant goals. So definitely, seeing him in the Super Eagles will not be a surprise for me.
Okay, moving on this afternoon, rather, let's come back home to talk about the Nigerian Professional Football League champions, Rivers United, who will receive as much as $550,000 US equivalent of 253 million naira. That's at CBN rate for reaching the quarterfinal of the CAF Confederation Cup this season. This was confirmed yesterday by the release of the breakdown of the prize money for the CAF Confederation Cup and the CAF Champions League. The Nigerian Professional Football League champions were the only club from the country to reach the later stages of the CAF Champions League or CAF Confederation Cup, while other 3 representatives were unable to reach the group stage. CAF increased the prize money for the competitions and revealed a new financial reward yesterday. The winners of the competition, for which Young Africans will face USM Oja in the final, will receive $2 million from $1.25 million last year. While the losing finalists will take home $1 million. The losing semi-finalists will be paid $750,000, with the teams who are unable to go beyond the group stage receiving $400,000. I mean, shooting yourself in the leg by not qualifying or not doing well on the continent. I think it's a good upgrade from CAF. I think this will encourage other clubs to see what CAF is trying to bring to the table. Wait for this. CAF Champions League winner will go home with $4 million. That's a big money to invest in football and to invest. An increase from $2.5 million won last year. Yeah, definitely. I think CAF have been doing well when it comes to developing football in Africa. I know they did that in the female category also. Some increase have been made in the winner prize money in the female category, which is a good one for them. Now let's come here to Nigeria, where I think club in Nigeria now should see this as an avenue, and also investors to invest more in football in Nigeria, because there's a whole lot of gain when you invest massively in football. Just imagine a Nigerian side winning at the CAF Champions League. You know how huge the money that they're going to get from this CAF. So definitely I think it's the right time we start developing our football, investing in our club football also. Definitely we are going to enjoy all this prize money from CAF. Okay, still on the continent of Africa, Nigerian Super Eagles will know their group opponents for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier on June 12 in Benin, as the African Soccer Ruling Body announced the date for the draw. The Executive Committee of CAF, led by their president, Patrice Motsepe, held an emergency meeting in Algiers, the capital of Algeria, yesterday. Some key decisions were taken after the meeting, and the format for the qualifiers was on top of the agenda. The new format for the African Zone qualifiers is adapted to the expanded format of the FIFA World Cup. The 54-member association of the body will be divided into 9 groups, and the winner of each group will automatically qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The 4 best runners-up from group will play in CAF playoff tournament. The winner of a CAF playoff tournament will participate in the FIFA playoff tournament. So still an opportunity, but it's a very, very long road to qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I think we now have a new format getting qualification to the World Cup compared to the last one, which after the group we play, should I call it Super 8 now, or how would I describe it, where they're going to draw you with some a very big team, like we met Ghana in the qualification stages. So I think the new format now, it will make it easy for some country to just get, all you need to do is just top your group and automatically you will be at the World Cup. And other stages which still give you opportunity. If you are not at the top of that group, you still have other opportunity, to get your ticket to the World Cup. So I think a longer route. Yeah, but then it's still a massive opportunity. They've tried that in the female category also, which I saw how the process went on. So I think breaking into the main category also, massive one for them. So it seems like Nigeria should get a ticket to the World Cup. Okay, still on the continent of Africa, Young Africans will face USM Algiers in the final of the 2023 CAF Confederation Cup, with the first leg on 28th May. The first leg will hold in Tanzania at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium. That's where Rivers United lost. Second leg holds on June 3rd at the Stade du 5th July in Algiers. Rivers United Conqueror have manned into the Confederation Cup final for the first time ever, courtesy of a 4-1 aggregate victory over South Africans Marumo Gallant. The Envoys have produced a 2-1 success in the second leg match at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium in South Africa on Wednesday evening. Peter Mayele and Kennedy Musonda netted in each half to steer their side to the finishing line in the marathon. But unfortunately, they couldn't make it through, and so it's Young African of Tanzania. Looks like their roller coaster season continues.
Yeah, I don't know. You begin to wonder how a team from Tanzania will be at the cup final. When we have giant teams like Nigeria, we'll be struggling to get ticket to the final. Interesting for Tanzania side. I think moving to the final, they play very difficult games. You know, I remember they came to Nigeria and they defeat the champions of the MPFL right there in Nigeria. So I think I'm rooting for them in the final. But then they'll be playing against a team from Algeria, which they'll play the first leg in Tanzania, and the second leg will be at the North Africa, and we know what the North Africa will do to you when you are playing right there in their home side. So definitely, it will not be easy for the guys from Tanzania.
Okay, let's come back home. During the week, there was this report flying around that Jose Parcero's contract as the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria will not be renewed. And reports surfaced yesterday from South Africa has it that the Nigerian Football Federation has shortlisted Pitso Mosimane as one of the leading coaches to replace Super Eagles coach. The Portuguese is said to have a pay cut in a bid to extend his stay as Super Eagles head coach as his contract expires in June. Pitso is lined up for the job following his legendary success at Mamelodi Sundowns and Al Ahly with 3 CAF Champions League titles, as well as his latest accolade of winning promotion with Al Hilal Saudi FC. Pitso Mosimane is good enough to coach the 3-time African champion. He's among 5 coaches being considered to replace Jose Parcero as Nigerian coach. That's according to an unnamed source this afternoon.
I would like to, we still have to wait and see what will happen at the end of the day, because when it comes to Nigerian football, a lot of drama will definitely surround a selection of coach in Nigeria. So we'll still wait to see. But then I think we'll be discussing.
I'm so sure you are not comfortable with Pitso Mosimane.
Definitely. I think I still have my reservation.
Hold your thoughts now. Let's go on a commercial break. When we come back, we will surely talk about it and some other stories.
Be you, be honorable. Listen to Honor FM 103.5 Ibadan. To be with honorable people, you must be honorable yourself. Log on to Honor FM 103.5 Ibadan.
Do you need a reliable and super fast unlimited internet for your business and home use? If yes, iWorld Networks is your solution with our uptime affordable internet via fixed broadband. No data caps and throttling. You can enjoy your distance learning, business meetings, and family time with our reliable internet. With 24/7 proactive customer support and 99.8% uptime. We also provide connectivity for offices, schools, financial services, hotels, government, etc. We guarantee super-fast Wi-Fi 6 technology for residential, SMEs, and enterprise businesses. Chat with us on www.iwn.ng. iWorld Networks, we've got you covered. Sign up and get connected today.
Brethren, it is another time for us to embark on another special pilgrimage to Jerusalem, which shall be led by Prophet Sam Oluwalo Baba Damimogo of Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, alongside Prophet Dr. Bisi Alawiyaluko, Mama Shindara, coming up between Monday 12th and Monday 19th June 2023. During this special pilgrimage, another torrential rain of wonders shall fall on all and sundry. That is why you are enjoined not to be left out of the special pilgrimage, when we shall be visiting memorable places mentioned in the Bible, like the city of Nazareth, Mount Capernaum, River Jordan, and many others too numerous to mention. Interested members of the public are therefore enjoined to visit your Fit Fly office at the Success House, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan,
or call 0814 053 9488.
It is a special pilgrimage to Jerusalem with Prophet Sam Olualo and Mama Shindara. Ensure to be a part, and you will never remain the same again. In Jesus' name.
On 103.5 FM.
Okay, good to know you are still there listening to Sports Arena on 103.5 FM. Let's come back home where the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, that's Ibrahim Gusso, has stated emphatically that the duo of Salisu Yusuf and Nduka Agbade have no existing job with the federation since their teams have failed to qualify for the major tournament. Uduka Agbade's job has ended when we lost to Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
And Salisu's own had ended when we lost to Guinea.
You know, like I was saying before the break, when
the job, according to Gusso, are tied to the competition.
You know, before we went to that break, I was saying anything that has to do with Nigerian football, so many drama, we always surround it. I was expecting this to come even before now, talking about Ngbade's situation and of course Salisu. I don't know why the NFF president is just saying it now. Or, you know, we still don't have this official statement coming from the president, even right after the Olympic qualification. So I think a whole lot of them have always.
Do they really have contract before?
That is just the issue. We don't even have the details of the contract of those coaches. So many rumors flying around that okay, their job is just based on contract and all that. So we don't even have the key details of appointing this coach, and definitely this will affect their performance also. Probably you know that you don't have a job. You're just coming there because of the title or because of the name surrounding that position. So I think a whole lot of drama. And coming to the Super Eagles own also, Pesero. I mean no disrespect, but then I don't know why we appoint him in the first place, because I've not seen any improvement in this Super Eagles.
He was appointed on the recommendation of Jose Mourinho, the special one.
The special one indeed. But then Jose Pesero is not Jose Mourinho. So I think NFF should have done their findings before appointing someone to come and take charge of our own national team.
Are you saying they didn't do due diligence?
If they have done that, I think we still have better options before appointing these guys. I think I was aware of getting these high class coaches to come and coach the Super Eagles rather than bringing Pesero with when I followed through his track record, I think it does not even deserve to be a coach of Super Eagles.
Rivers United defeated Doma United 2-0 to put Doma's Super 6 hope into jeopardy. Today, Nasarawa United will take on Bendel Assurance. Tomorrow rather, when all the matches will end. Lobby Stars up against Wiki Tourist Gombe at home to Aqua United. Bayelsa United against Niger Tornadoes. Remo Stars at home to Kwara United. Shooting Stars host Yimba. Air Kanemi at home to Plateau. Sunshine Stars take on Dakada. Abia Warriors take on Doma United. And of course, Enugu Rangers take on Rivers United. Let's just take a look at how these two teams stand. Bendel Insurance in Group A are through already. Ehimba on 31 points seems safe too. Remo Stars on 30 points too. Okay, so if Ehimba get to lose and Aqua United on 29 points wins, then Ehimba is out and Remo Stars also win their game. Remo is on 30 points. Who do you think will make it through to the top three?
I think I'll go with Remo because I don't know. I think I believe in the process of their team. So I would like to see Remo in the Super 6 and probably making it to the Continental at the end of the day, because they lost that. They were in the Continental this season also, and that's their first time going to the Continental. So I think they have a process working for them at Remo Stars. Although they have some difficulty in this season, but then I think they can bounce back for them. So I would like to see Remo moving forward to the next stages.
Okay, I'm talking about structure and development. Rivers United, the Nigerian Premier League champions, top the table in Group B. They are through already, regardless of what happened in their match or any other match. Yeah. Lobby Stars on 30 points. And, the most difficult and challenging one is Doma United. Sunshine Stars
and Abia Warriors.
Sunshine Stars and Abia Warriors. Taking a look at it, Doma United is on 26 points. They are away at Abia Warriors, who are on 24 points, but with -4 goal difference. So for them to do any reasonable thing, they just have to win their game first.
Yes.
And hope to win it handsomely.
Yeah.
Scoring at least 5 goals.
Yeah, that is for Abia Warriors. I think it will be very difficult for them. And this time, the IMC need to just, be vigilant in this last game, because I think they just have to observe the process of all these matches. But then for Sunshine Stars against Dakada, which Dakada already they have relegated, so a win for Sunshine Stars, I think, will take them to 26 points, same point with Doma United, although they have, a +3 to their own. So
yes, they have +3,
and they'll be playing right there in Akure, their home ground, playing against a relegated side already. So I think they should be able to get the maximum 3 points from that side. But then
if they get 3 points, it will take them to 27 points.
Yes, so I
above Doma United. So Doma must win if they have any. Hope to have any realistic chance.
Doma will be playing away against Abia Warriors,
who mathematically can also still make it.
Yes, so winning by a dramatic 6-0 margin, we make them go ahead of Doma United. So that is why I said the IMC have to be vigilant in the proceeding of this match, so that we not have some arky-packy games in the result of that game.
Okay, let's just Eyimba up against Shooting Stars.
To me, I think is a dusted one for Shooting Stars already. They just have to come to the party just to defend the name of Shooting Stars, not losing their last home game, because a whole lot of fans will be right there at Adamasingba to watch that game. But then for Enyimba, I think they needed that win also if they want to have any chance in the next stage. So coming to Ibadan, sometimes I think most of those away team have this confidence of getting away with some points right here in Ibadan. I saw that in this season. So I think Enyimba will be coming so arch in this game. So winning for them will not be a surprise for me.
Okay, wow. Ugolori's contract as the goalkeeper of Tottenham Hotspur will end at the end of the season, and report has it that Tottenham Hotspur are looking in the direction of Chelsea goalkeeper, that's Edward Mendy, 31. Manchester United and England defender Harry Maguire, who moved to West Ham or Tottenham with the 30-year-old out of favour with boss Eric Ten Hag. If not you know go there out of favour.
Definitely. I think it's high time we will just leave that United, because a whole lot of pressure on his leg. Anytime Maguire is playing and United concede a goal, all the faults will be to Maguire. So I think he just have to leave the club. Probably he will get his balance when he's playing for West Ham or Tottenham, so to say. Let's see what will happen during the transfer window.
Okay, Manchester United could sign 2 strikers in the summer. Atlanta's Denmark striker Rasmus Højlund, 20, and Tottenham Hotspur Harry Kane. Interim Chelsea manager Frank Lampard says he tried to sign Norwegian forward Erling Haaland during his first stint at Stamford Bridge before the 22-year-old moved to Borussia Dortmund. The agent of Inter Milan goalkeeper Andrea Onana, 27, says the former Cameroon international is happy and Italy amid interest from Chelsea. Tottenham are leading the contenders to land final boss Arne Slot as their new manager, and William Saliba is attracting interest from 3 unnamed clubs as Arsenal continue to negotiate a new contract with the 22-year-old French centre-back. England's Chelsea midfielder Ruben Loftus-Cheek, 27, is reportedly keen on the move to AC Milan, who have earmarked him as a priority target for the summer transfer. And of course, Lucas Moura is assessing his options after deciding to leave Tottenham, with clubs from Saudi Arabia, Major League Soccer and Serie A having approached the 30-year-old. So much to talk about. Man U and Chelsea will go head-to-head to secure the services of Genk Nigerian forward Gift Orban, 20. Gift Orban too is in the news this afternoon, but I'm afraid we are out of time on the program this afternoon.
Yeah, I think we are out of program.
Out of time.
Sorry, out of time. Definitely, when we are talking about sports, a whole lot of, interesting story will definitely come back. But then I'll be back on Monday on an edition of Sport Today on Honor 103.5 FM. Definitely will give you all you need to know coming from the weekend actions. We'll give you all the best right there.
My name is Eniola Afolabi, the Sports Marshal. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and keep listening to Honor 103.5 FM. Good afternoon to you all and enjoy the rest of your weekend.